welcome back to Affirmations. I want to thank those who are returning, and I see I had some new subscribers. I want to thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. Those of you who are new, welcome to you as well. Like, share, and subscribe. It will help my YouTube channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Let's see. This is another hot week, guys. We got us another hot week. How are you all holding up? Let me know in the comment section. How are y'all staying cool this summer? Anybody take any vacations or doing anything fun, or just kind of staying inside trying to be cool? Ooh, like they want to burn my hand. We can't have that, guys. Yeah. So anyway, I'll share a story with you all. So we had a little snake visitor, okay, this week. And what's interesting is, as long as you keep the yard cut, you're good. You know, the yard was cut, and I have a lot of gravel around my entrance area. Okay, it allows me not to have to deal with grass and weeds, and I can kind of see if any insects or animals are near my home. And so my daughter is about to step out. She says, "Mom, that's a snake." So we look out the window, and I'm like, "No, that looks like a piece of rubber." It was so still, and it was kind of small. Okay. So it was black. I said, "That's not real." And so we step out on the porch, and of course it was real. Okay. Now, here's the funny thing. The cat's in the house sleep. Nixie's sleeping on the job. So we go in the house and we get Nixie, and we put her on the porch. We're like, "Okay, Nixie, there you go." So I don't know if they can smell cats, but of course, as soon as we put her on the porch, this snake slithers up under the house. Now, Nixie loves up under the house. Nixie's looking down like, I hear something. Now, ask me why Nixie didn't go and get the snake. So I think I'm trying to say, I don't know if I need to fire this cat. Like, she's so spoiled. She's slipping on her job. Also living in, out here, you have to be on top of the seasons, and there's certain stuff you have to do. I did not put my mothballs out, guys. You're supposed to put mothballs up under the house, around the house, peppermint, different things keep snakes and rats away. But of course, when you have cats, you're not supposed to ever see them. But again, I have a cat that's spoiled and likes to be in the house sleep. So there we have it. Y'all let me know if y'all have had any close calls. Have any of y'all seen any critters or anything? Okay, so we'll get started. Okay, with our saying, we always start off: death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it should eat the fruit thereof. Are you feeding yourself fresh or rotten fruit? Mind what we say, and we want to mind the self-talk that we're talking to ourselves. Okay. So what we're going to do, the same routine. Let's see. For those of you who are new, I normally, will pull each week from the self-therapy card deck. Again, a lot of times I will have clients that I've worked with use those once they've met therapy goals. It's something that you might want to try out. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab the stones. Okay, and I tried to pick stones that was more equal in size to try to make sure I'm randomly picking. Okay, so we're gonna see what we get today. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we're gonna get. Let's see what we are going to get. Okay, so let me do this, and I'm just gonna reach down. What did I get? I got green. Yay! Finally a new deck, guys. I'm so excited. So I'll move these to the side. And that's a pretty stone, by the way. I wonder if it's called, I forgot the name of this. Green Avertine, maybe? Beautiful. It's amazing, the Most High's creations. Just beautiful. Let's see. So we got health and diet. I'm so excited that we got a different deck, guys. So what we're going to do is we are going to shuffle and see what we get. Okay? Health and diet. That's interesting. I don't know how many of us are, kind of feel like we're eating healthy, or that wasn't a true flip out. So let me kind of do this again. Yeah, so diet is a tricky thing. Sometimes in life is one of the few pleasures that we're left with when, dealing with the chaos of life. Sometimes the only thing you could depend on is your favorite food or snack. Okay, I got two to fall out already. That's perfect. Okay, let's see what we got today. It says, is my health better now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago? If I keep all my habits and don't change a thing, how will my health be 10 years from now? Ooh, that's a good question, y'all. So that's a question. Is your health better now than it was 5 years ago? Hmm. And sometimes it's kind of tricky to answer because, when you're getting older, I know I'm getting older, even with being healthy or being some doing things similar, with age comes certain changes, shall we say, to where you can, feel yourself slowing down a little bit. But I guess the question is if you help it. So indication of health being better or worse, I guess weight gain, weight loss. Do you find yourself getting sick, with colds, or sinus colds, flus? I know a lot of people still kind of getting COVID here and there. Are you finding yourself getting sick more often? Okay. Or do you find yourself, with things about the same? And if you keep all the habits, I guess the eating habits or exercise or not exercise, and if you keep doing that, how do you think your health is going to be 10 years from now? And so, again, in general, I just have to say that with getting older, it's going to be a change regardless. It seems like from when you're in your teens to your 20s, not that much, 30s, maybe not, even 40s, maybe not, but something about, we hit this kind of 50 mark, you could feel it. You could start feeling it. So I think for some ages, the transition, you won't feel it. But at a certain point, you will feel a change, even if you are being healthy and health conscious. Okay. So that's something to think about. Do we need to make any changes? I know I love Coke. I have to let y'all know that we love a good Coke with some ice. And, you know, definitely have cut down on them. But yeah, we love Coke. Coke goes with everything. It goes with burgers, it goes great with barbecue, it goes great with pizza, it goes great with Mexican food, it goes great. It's just with peanuts, it's just with popcorn, it's the perfect thing, right? So definitely I have to cut back on that, but I will say I cut back more on it from last year, so that's good. But yeah, so we do have to watch it, but again, it is going to be a natural kind of change in how we feel and in our general health as we get older. Yeah, so something to think about. Let's see, what's the next one? It says, what are my experiences with doing a cleanse or a detox plan? Oh wow, I've been hearing about that, guys. Is there a cleanse or a detox plan online that I would like to try, or a book on a subject that I would like to read? I like that. So it's introducing us to doing cleanses, detox. What's the detox plan? Um, Let me know if it's a cleanse or a detox plan that you all use. One of the people, definitely I'll refer you to Dr. Sebi. A lot of people know who he is, some don't. Dr. Sebi, last name spelled Sebi. He's passed away now. He was an older gentleman, a genius, self-taught, a herbalist, naturalist, and definitely a lot of good information from him. My sister, introduced me to him. She definitely is a student as well and has really done a great job of kind of introducing us to a lot of natural type remedies that have really kept us healthy, put it that way. So she will be eventually coming out with the book, and just giving people tips and some of the stuff that we've learned here on the land and trying to do things the natural way. So I will keep you all posted on that, okay? But if anybody knows about a great cleanse or detox plan that you know, go ahead and post it in the comments section and let us know what it was like for you. Okay, I haven't done a detox. I see that and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm normally kind of always behind the curve. I'm just finally getting on board with the sea moss. So yeah, and if you don't know what sea moss is, go ahead and Google that and look that up, or type in Dr. Sebi sea moss. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are we going to do another one? Maybe we should pull another one, guys. What do we think? I've kind of lately been pulling two. Okay, from two decks. Let's see what we get. What are we gonna get? I was so happy to get a different deck today. Yay. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I got this one. This is pretty too. This is called a fire quartz. It's gorgeous. It feels good in your hand. Another one of Most High's beautiful creations. It's amazing, the beauty and natural stones that he's created for us. So this one actually belonged to the relationship deck. And again, I always say that, we tend to get this one quite a bit, don't we? But again, relationships are some of the most important. We deal with that on a day-to-day basis. If we don't, our relationships is what we depend on just to survive every day, to make a life worth living, right? So it's fit that we tend to pull this one quite a bit, okay? So let's see what comes out. Okay. Okay, it's a nice breeze, guys. Ooh, praises. Love it when we get a nice breeze. Okay, that's too many that popped out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is split down the middle, and I'm going to pick the one to the left. Oh, look at this one. It's always something interesting, guys. What is it talking about? It says, have I hurt any of my family members or friends recently or a long time ago? I'm going to let us sit with that. Have I hurt any of my family members or friends recently or a long time ago? How do I feel about this now? What have I learned from this? This is a powerful card here. Okay. So, yeah, have you hurt any of your family members or your friends recently or a long time ago? And if you are aware that you have hurt them, pat yourself on the back, because the fact that you even can acknowledge that you hurt them means that there is a part of you that has a conscience. So very good. If you are a person that lie to yourself and say, oh no, I haven't hurt anybody, and you don't face reality, that is a sign of course, you're being in denial, and a sign that you're not ready to change or to get help. Or are you empathetic or care about possibly other people's feelings in general? It's probably some trauma there that's blocking you from being able to empathize with others, or even be able to ignore, okay, that you've hurt people. And then some people are good at, or have found ways to kind of block out, right? Sometimes self-medicating, using alcohol and drugs. These type of things help us kind of, sometimes we're doing that. It starts off as recreation, but a lot of times we're trying to forget things that have been done to us or that we have done, okay? So the question is, how do you feel about it now? Sometimes in life, it switches. Sometimes when we do a thing, we don't think anything about it. We may go 10 years a night not thinking anything about it, and then all of a sudden it hits us, okay? And if you are feeling anything, acknowledge that. How do you feel about that now? And what have you learned from it, okay? Ideally, you want to be able to apologize. That's the best way to get it off your chest, or go to counseling for it to kind of deal with some issues. But if you're able to say, I've learned from this, and then the person that you hurt, even if you don't acknowledge it to them or even bring it up, start being respectful, understanding because you've hurt them and because you have been an abuser of theirs or hurt them in some kind of way, you make sure that you don't cross boundaries with them or put them in uncomfortable situations or violate them anymore. Okay, you let them approach you. You don't take liberties by saying things or making them feel uncomfortable or manipulating them in any kind of way. You just basically let them decide how they want to deal with you out of respect. Okay, so that's a tough one, guys. Something to think about. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we are going to end with an affirmation card. So, let's see what we get, guys. Okay, let's just end with something positive. But yeah, that's something to think about. A lot of times we do, and sometimes we end up hurting people the most that we love. Isn't that something? The people that we love the most, admire the most, we end up hurting the most. We end up hurting. So we do have to be able to forgive ourselves, but we also want to be able to change. And if you are able to apologize, that's even better. But definitely, make sure you respect boundaries and understand that because you have crossed the line, that you don't have certain rights to the person anymore. Okay. Okay. And a lot of things we talk about can be triggering, okay? And it's okay. If this is making you uncomfortable, just know that it's possible that it's some things that you probably need to work on. Is hitting a sore spot, okay? But take a deep breath. Okay, we're here and we're safe, okay? Everything's okay. So just, we're just thinking about it, how we're just kind of trying to heal, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to split down the middle. I'm going to take the one on the left. And how appropriate. This is what I wish for you. I live in peace and I am relaxed. Yeah. So even if, we've talked about something, it's bringing up memories of things, we can choose right now to let ourselves know that's in the past. It's been done. What have I learned from it? How am I going to move forward? We're going to inhale. Exhale. Okay, I live in peace and I am relaxed. Okay, I will catch you all next time. Bye.